Greetings all, Shane Bruce, Restomod Daisy, and today we're not doing a hail and farewell video, but we are saying bye-bye for a little while to this rifle. This is serial number 1. The very first number 111 Model 40 that I converted to a Model 4027. The sliding spring block, you'll notice, is installed on this gun. When you get back down the receiver section, there's no spring anchor, so that is the story there. It's currently equipped as a parlor gun. I've got a 499 mainspring in it. It's got the sliding spring block that works for the number 111 Model 40s, which doesn't have quite the throw that the sliding spring block that I make for later versions of Red Ryders do have. So the combination of a very light mainspring and slightly reduced stroke is that the gun doesn't run so fast, which is why I call that mod the parlor gun mod. This one clocks in right now at about 85, 90 feet a second, which is dreadfully slow, but is wonderful work if you're shooting at distances of 15 feet or less and you're concerned about ricochets. Still enough energy to rattle a can, do that with no problem. Actually knock a can over, or you can chase balloons with this gun without breaking one every time you fire the weapon. It's heading off to North Carolina to meet one of my subscribers who is engaged as an artist and has sent me some really choice photos of some work he's done on his Daisy. So I'm sending this off for him to get an eyeball at it and to maybe do a little work for me along the same lines. He's got a brass cover that fits over the receiver. About here, sweeps back with a line on the receiver. And he does engraving as well. He's got some pretty jazzbo stuff that he's done to his brass cover. So I'm going to work a deal with him. I'm going to swap him some stocks and maybe some internals for a brass cover, and we'll have that on serial number 1. I'm excited. But as you can see, this is probably, honestly, one of the prettiest guns I've built, which explains why it's still here, because I really don't feel like I can give this one up. It's got every mod we do that can be done to a Daisy here at Restomod, and this is our brand new flex lever attachment system. We originally did this with QD sling swivels, but I really felt that our attachment hardware should be something we fabricate ourselves. So that's heavy gauge copper wire that's been hammered flat and formed, and then I use it as an attachment system. It works very well indeed with this gun. We've also upgraded this one with the super trigger spring. You might be able to see that right back in there. It really heavies up the trigger though. So I'm kind of on the fence as to whether or not that needs to be present in a low velocity gun, because the engagement on the sear is not very stressful. Time will tell as we continue to experiment. So we're going to box her up later tonight, ship her off to North Carolina where she'll hang out with the artistes community, and then hopefully come back covered in copper or brass and glory as well. That's all we've got for you today, kids. This is Shane Bruce with Restomod Daisy, signing off.